Hey, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Total Geek Out, True Believers, where we discuss and dismantle and sometimes just adore digital delight of gaming. Today we're swinging back to 2002 with a web-swinging adventure that'll have us all feeling like Spider-Man. That's right, folks, we're diving headfirst into the original Spider-Man game for the original Xbox movie game. Yes! Woohoo! So let's don our spandex and leap into action. See my lovely face? Okay, now let's dive into the story. And oh boy, it's a wild one, folks. Spider-Man on the original Xbox delivers a narrative that's straight out of the comics and movie, with enough twists and turns to make Mysterio jealous. Whew. From battling classic villains like the Green Goblin, Kraven the Hunter, only on original Xbox though, and the Shocker, and more. Plus, the voice acting is on point, with actors bringing their favorite characters to life in all their spandex glory. Yes, because in this game, Tobey Maguire and William Dafoe, they both return to voice their respective character. In this game, they actually did a decent job. They certainly did better than the second one. Watch my Spider-Man 2 review to get that story.
It was great seeing you and Harry again the other night.
Yeah.
But they actually knocked it out of the park in this game. Okay, yes, it is a movie tie-in game, but for the time, it was actually pretty good. It loosely follows the movie story, and it diverges here and there. And they use the same mechanics and gameplay and stuff like that from the PS1 games. That's why you have the web gloves and the web dome, the web yank. Basically an HD version of the PS1 games, so it's like, that's pretty cool, and those games are coming soon. But of course, just like the PS1 games, Spider-Man is just web swinging on frickin' clouds. Even though he swings really weird, but he does this weird kicking, he swings. It's like, why the hell are you kicking like that? That's really unnatural. Basically gets his freaking knee damn up to his chest. You can swing a little bit faster. He does his animation with the faster swinging. It's a little bit better, but it's just, what the hell were they thinking? If he had the same kind of mechanics as the PS1 Spider-Man, swinging wasn't that bad. It was just two swings, but at least he didn't look like he's freaking running in air or something. It was like weird. But let me assure you, the game is still a classic superhero romp, despite weird ass swinging mechanics. But oh boy, it's still a big old shot of adrenaline to the heart. Woo! Swinging through that concrete jungle of New York City. That was the closest you gonna get to living out your wildest dreams of being Spider-Man. Never felt more liberating until the second one. Now with Spider-Man 1, I think they must have had a lot more resources or something, because there's a lot more in this game, and the menu is so much better than the second one, because the second one, all it shows is just Spider-Man, just a single picture. That's the main menu. It's like, that was kind of lazy, but again, it is a bigger game, so they probably have to pour their resources into the bigger game, and this game is more of a linear game. It's basically just a level to level, so that makes sense. And it would also make sense why this game would actually look better than the second one, because, again, pick your poison. Oh! You have the training Bruce Campbell. If you saw my Spider-Man 2 review, I kind of geeked out about him. Hence the channel. But since this game came out first, I remember when my brother told me to play this before playing the game, which I guess makes sense, because normally you play the training before the game. You have to actually go to it in the menu. But oh my god, Bruce Campbell in this, I think he's actually even better, because he's still so ridiculous. Again, he makes fun of you for training. When you first start up the training, you're basically in a void or whatever. It's kind of cool, kind of eerie though. There's like no music, it's just silence. It tells you how to use the height meter and the spider compass, but again, he says it in the most funniest ways. Like,
you follow me? Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested. You are the little red dot, and your target is blue. So now's your chance to self-test for color blindness.
and then And oh, I think my favorite part is...
I'm gonna grab a ham sandwich. Whenever you're done beating bad guys up, follow your compass and height meter. Ah, that was a good sandwich. Okay, so here you are on the side of a building.
Because that's hilarious. And he's telling you what to do while his mouth is full. It's like... And then right at the end...
So, follow your compass and height meter to the exit. Good luck. I said, good luck. Good luck means goodbye. See, there's nothing more to see here. We're done. That's a wrap. You got it? We're over. I want you to understand, accept, move on with your life. Crying out loud, these people.
He's so done. And there's a whole bunch of other trainings where there's a wrestling training where you practice your fighting in the wrestling arena. Other training, another kind of void. It actually kind of looks like the training from the PS1, the kind of grid look. But oh my god, some of the training in that is ridiculous. Like the swinging training, bumping all over the place, it really shows you how, like, oh my god, the swinging is kind of crappy. And the later on stages, oh, forget about it. But that's the thing that's cool about this game. There's so much stuff in it that normally nowadays it would be like freaking DLC. It was like, ugh. But no, it was just right here with you. Awesome. But wait, there's more. Of course. That has to happen. Damn it, Spider-Man, you're supposed to stick to walls. What the heck? Well, I guess that's one way of Spider-Man saying, hey, come look at me. So, here's the case. Again, still the same case I've had for like 20 or so years. Oh my god. Yeah, it's freaking Spider-Man with his big old eye there. You'd imagine, like, yeah, just have the camera just like, whoop. Oh, there you go. There's a good shot. But yeah, and yeah, I've got the Platinum Hits Edition. It's like, yeah. And of course, it's the Xbox version. So yeah, Kraven, baby. The greatest hunter. Right on the back there. Yeah, freaking Spidey fighting Goblin. That actually looks really good. It actually looks real too. And the windows here, and heck, the exclusive Kraven mission here, and you had him and his weird ass swinging, yeah, fighting the Goblin. It's like, as I said in my Spider-Man 2 review, I would always just look at the pictures and imagine what the game would be like. And ta-da! This one actually has the manual. Haha. Still the same. Big ass eye. Perfect thing to read while grandparents are doing stuff. A lot more to read too than just the back of the box. And here we go is a more in-depth look. Here's the original Xbox, all the normal stuff here, and here's the controller, using the Duke controller. That was a big boy, I remember that. Also, a really good thing they do in this, they put really cool images in the side here, in the corner. I thought that was always really cool. Oh, apparently this one got cut off. Apparently this one, he's behind the pause menu here. But other than the really cool pictures in the corner, just a normal menu here. Birth of a Hero, Story of Spider-Man. Normal controls teach you how to actually play the game. Ooh! Special menu. Here's where the fun lies, because the miracles of cheat codes. Oh, yes. Because this thing had an actual dedicated cheat menu. Didn't have to actually type it in on the main menu, like freaking left, right, BA start or whatever. Even though I do like those kind of cheat codes, because it just kind of makes you feel like you're hacking into the game. Oh man, I miss cheat codes. Why don't we have cheat codes anymore? And actual codes, you have to type in passwords. They're okay, but I like to type in the different combinations. It was more fun. The basic training, definitely a must. But all their other trainings, no. Because a lot of them made by a freaking psychopath, because oh my god. Swinging in the rings, yeah, it's more or less Superman 64. It's like, You can buy stuff in the secret store. From completing levels, you get points like alternate costumes, like Peter Parker, Human Spider, his wrestling outfit, and Alex Ross suit. Then we got Movie Viewer, where you can see all the game's cutscenes. And you got the production art where you can see how they made the game, behind the scenes stuff on the storyboard, the spider emblems here. The red ones are for health, the blue ones are for web, even though Toby's supposed to have unlimited webbing, but I'll watch my Spider-Man 2 review for that rant. And then we got the gold spiders for combat combos, web attacks. Note to self, don't read books while being Spider-Man. And it just tells you about the different combos, different aerial combat, pause menu, general gameplay tips, and we got the credits, and pretty much about it. Strategy guide, that's the menu. Some of the combat in this is actually quite lucrative because it's got all kinds of different normal attacks and web attacks too. You can even jump on the enemy's back and just start wailing on him while he just runs around going, oh my god! Other combos where you're just flipping all over the place and where you just punch straight up. Like, what the heck? That was pretty cool. When you're fighting Goblin, you can actually jump onto his glider and start punching him while he's on the glider, while he's still flying all over the place. It's so awesome. So the combat is actually quite good. It's not Arkham style, but it is still pretty good. There's a cheat where it's a Matrix style fighting where you have slow motion finishers. And there's all kinds of different other cheats where there's cheats where you can be itty bitty tiny Spider-Man. And there's other ones where you have a big head and big feet. And then where you can play as other characters. You can play as Shocker, fighting Shocker, which is weird. But in this game, Shocker, he has like the best suit, like ever. This is the definitive Shocker. Wow, they really nailed Shocker's look. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other people you can play as, like MJ, a cop, Uncle Ben's killer. It is kind of weird because right at the end of the game, if you play as MJ making up with MJ, alright. Or MJ kissing Uncle Ben's killer. That's weird. Also, you can play as the Alex Ross suit. I only knew that suit in the bowling minigame you get for beating the game. As Bruce Campbell says,
Okay, come on. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Spider-Man? Bowling, right? Yeah, picture it. 10 thugs lined up, picture perfect. You swing down the lane. At the last moment, you push the kick button and watch those pinheads fly. Come on, don't pretend you never thought of it. Oh, by the way, make sure you're swinging once you cross the foul line. Don't press up and down on the controller too much. And for the love of Pete, don't turbo swing. That's for idiots.
Right. And that you can play up to 4 Spider-Men. You play as the normal Spider-Man in his normal suit, Peter Parker, human spider, and then for the 4th, you play as the Alex Ross suit. I thought that was pretty cool. It's like, I never realized until I did this replay that if you play as the Alex Ross suit, Green Goblin changes into a different goblin. And I was like, whoa! I didn't know that before. So that was awesome. Oh, the very best, a goblin mode, which blew my mind when I found out about it. And it's not just a skin, it's an actual whole other storyline after the main story, after you beat the game on the hardest difficulty. But did I beat the game on the hardest difficulty? Ain't nobody got time for that. Why go through all of the torture and mayhem of beating the game on hard mode, but where cheat codes exist? So just enter in the cheat code and a whole new story where Harry Osborn is actually the Goblin. And he is voiced by the Spectacular Spider-Man himself, Josh Keaton, from the Spectacular Spider-Man. And also, he was originally supposed to be the original voice for Spider-Man for the game, because I guess the studio didn't think they could get Toby, but turns out they did. Same thing with Goblin, because originally he was going to be voiced by John Delaney, aka Q from Star Trek. But no, Toby and William, they joined the game. And apparently Josh Keaton did so well, they gave him the role of Harry Osborn and the role of Harry's Goblin. The whole Goblin storyline. Even though the Goblin storyline, it's kind of just pieced together though. It's got a loose story about some conspiracy conspiracy about how his father died, because Harry doesn't know Spider-Man is the one that led to Goblin's death. You have a whole bunch of different powers. You have the glider. You can actually fly around the glider. That's awesome. And you have a whole bunch of pumpkin bombs you can throw. You even got super speed. Does Goblin even have super speed? It's like Flash. It's like, oh my god, we got the Flash game! Ah! You got like machine guns on the glider. You even got other bombs on the glider. And then you can just fire the machine guns from the glider. And they're just having a frickin' seizure right there. It's hilarious. Or when there's a whole group of bad guys, you can just use your super speed and you can just take care of that room lickety split. So you're basically being the Flash. Pretty awesome. So this Goblin mode adds a whole new layer of chaos and mayhem to the game. From throwing pumpkin bombs at thugs to other supervillains to cackling maniacally as you soar through the skies on your glider. It's a delight that'll have you feeling like you're on top of the world, or at least on top of the skyscraper or glider. That was basically a big ass pros list. But now on to the cons, cause no game is without its flaws, and Spider-Man on the original Xbox is no exception. First off, the camera. Oh boy. Yeah, the camera's a doozy. It's got a mind of its own. Trying to keep track of the action is like trying to keep Spidey from making quips. A chaotic and often frustrating mess. And let's not forget about the occasional glitches, bugs that rear their ugly head from at the most inconvenient of times. From clipping issues to disappearing objects, these technical hiccups can really put a damper on crime fighting escapades. And oh my god, especially when you're doing the Goblin mode and trying to sneak around as Goblin when you're in Oscorp, forget about it. The camera is right at the Goblin's butt. Oh my god. Whoa, you're getting a little close there, Harry. You wanted to go back up there. But despite its flaws, Spider-Man on the original Xbox remains a timeless classic that captures the essence of what it means to be the friendly neighborhood superhero. With an exhilarating swinging mechanics, satisfying combat, and immersive storyline, it's a must-play for any fan of the web-slinging. This one time, as a kid, I remember I was having a birthday party. It was at this place called the Gecko in my town. It doesn't exist anymore, which just makes me sad. That place was awesome. It was kind of like an arcade. It had a Twister game, but it was painted right on the floor so you could play Twister. But anyway, main thing is I was playing this game at that birthday party and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I remember I was playing the first level where you're looking for the Skulls gang, and I was just mesmerized by it. I don't know if that was my first time playing it or not. It wasn't my game, it was there because it was a little station where you can play games. Because I had an original Xbox, PS2, and a GameCube, and you can choose whichever. And I had a whole selection of games, so it might have been the first time I played it. It was still so awesome. My mom had to pull me away from it because like there was other kids there. Wait, no, it was actually cake time. That was such a great birthday party. Memories. So be sure to grab your controller, grab your spandex, show that Jameson who's boss, and get ready to swing or fly into action, because with great power comes great entertainment, and this game delivers in both in spades. Now my favorite level would probably be the first level where you're actually in the normal Spider-Man suit, where you're taking pictures of yourself for the Daily Bugle. And the coolest thing is when you swing low in the city, all the citizens scream out at you.
Hey, Spidey! You're the greatest, man!
Get a job, Menace!
Ah, my adoring public.
And there's oddly a Superman reference.
Look up there, it's Spider-Man!
Just stay away from the bird and plane metaphors. That's that other guy.
Even when you're playing as Goblin, he has his own shoutouts as well.
Get a job, Menace!
Work? What do you call this?
Look out, honey! The bugle says the goblin is dangerous!
Don't panic. I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
That's so cool. Like, I just remember swinging along, just having the people yell at me. So now, hopefully none of you actually just skip to this part. No. The glorious time has come. The time to give it its rating. The rating is 3.5. Definitely one of them classic, truly classic games you want to be coming back again and again and again and again and again and again. So if you like the Tobey Maguire movies, the games are just as great. All in time. Thank you all for watching. It truly means so much to me. And this channel is just starting to grow. I'm trying to keep that ball rolling. But of course, life always gets in the way. So I'm terribly sorry if the videos take a long while to make. Having a full-time job and recently being sick. And also my computer being slow as all heck. I need a new computer, but I need money. Still trudging on, still trying to keep this ball moving, trying to figure this out. Heck, I got a Patreon, still figuring that out. Donate to that. So if you like what I'm trying to get at here, thank you for your patience. Other games will be coming out as soon as I can. I'm trying to make it sooner, but no worries, new videos are coming. But anyway, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Always remember to keep on geeking out.